Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Hey guys, welcome to Nacho Average Tabletop. I'm Mac,
And I'm Zach.
and today we're going to be doing a review on Karuba. So, our good friends introduced us to this game probably 2 years ago? 3 years
It's probably been
ago?
longer than that.
Wow, I can't
3 years.
Yeah,
Where did we first play it with him?
at their townhouse.
Yeah, so maybe it was only 2,
Yeah.
3 years. Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, and this was this was an instant hit for me. I was like, Zach, you have to get this game. I really like it, and
Well, I think that's because you were cheating partially.
yeah. So it probably isn't good for me to talk about the rules and teachability because I'm pretty sure I totally cheated the first time I played and I won. So if you guys are watching, I'm sorry. But after we finished the game, I looked at Zach and I was like, I think I cheated. I didn't mean to. I just didn't understand one of the rules. So
Right. Yeah, I think the rule book itself is actually pretty clear about it. I think it was just something you missed, which I think, I don't know, it would be probably one of the things I could see people missing. Otherwise, teachability-wise, it's a really easy game to teach. Really makes sense. You can kind of watch what the other people are doing as you do it. It's not a typical game where, one person takes a turn and the next one. You're all taking them at the same time in like a bingo-like fashion where someone calls out a piece and then everyone does that.
yeah, I think the rule book is super helpful, like you said. I think it's really cute. They have a couple pages dedicated to like the winners. Like you can write the winners down and their score and who played. And like if you like this game as much as I do, there will not be enough pages for that. So I thought that was super fun. And yeah, for playability and teachability, I think it's so easy. I think we've taught everybody in our family, and I think that it's only taken them 1 or 2 tries to like just fully get it. And my
Right.
parents bought the game. We have the game. Our friends have the game, so like it's a staple in some of the common places we frequent now. So
Right. Yeah, it's definitely one. Yeah, it's one of those where you teach it to someone and then they want to play it again because they kind of figured out more of how they should set up their board and whatnot, which is always a sign of a really good game, especially for some people that don't necessarily always play games and stuff. I think it's one that they would definitely even want to play it again and again, and try to get a better and better score each time.
right, agreed. So
But,
what do you think of the game components itself?
well, I think for what the game is, being kind of a simpler game, I don't think it needed much for components, and I think the meeples in it and the temples are about perfect for what the game
So cute. I love that they are like little explorers.
needs. Right.
And that they match a character that's not only on the box but on that board itself.
Yeah, and then the little gold nuggets and stuff are really nice too, and
I think this is the first game where we had crystals,
right.
and I was like, no, this is living.
This is top quality. This is a top quality game right here.
You know those girls, you gotta get them shinies.
Right. Right, it's got the shiny on the table to kind of bring people in.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Although they're called crystals, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's gold.
I think I always call them diamonds or
Diamonds,
whatever comes to mind at that time.
Right.
But yeah, and I think the cardboard tokens and stuff are pretty good quality. I mean, the thickness on them and the artwork and whatnot is really nice.
And super easy to tell what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, they're smallish, but like they just really have a road and a number on them. And
Right, it's really clear as to what's on there. It's not like some games where, if you're sitting across the table, I mean, obviously all of your stuff is in front of you in this game, but
yeah.
you can easily tell from, a quick glance what numbers are left and what you have left for road pieces and whatnot, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, the box itself is, I don't know if it's necessarily the greatest box. I think
It's
we had
kind
to
of
add
big.
the bags to
Yeah.
like split up the stuff. Otherwise, I think it would be really a mess.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is like, I understand why the box is bigger because the player boards are a little bit bigger to fit the amount of tiles that you are needing to play.
Mhm.
But I would have liked to have seen some organization, just like little slots for the tiles to go in or something, because yeah, we had to get little plastic baggies to kind of separate them out. And then I also wish that they had included like a little black baggie or something, just one for the drawer to draw out of the bag, because
Versus, yeah, I think it says in the book to like stack them and have that person do it, but
I know,
we
but
always like
it's
to draw it out of the
fun.
bag. But which I think we did that for Carcassonne, and then that kind of led to just picking it out of a bag versus doing that. But I guess I know there's other games that kind of do that where they have an insert like with tokens, and some are definitely better than others. But I would wonder if a bag in this case is better than kind of like if an insert was in there to put your tiles back in to a certain spot. Sometimes those can get kind of messy too, depending on how it's done.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know that there is a good way around it, but yeah.
But overall, I think the quality of the components and stuff is really nice, and the artwork is about perfect for the game. I think.
I agree. I think it's really cute. They got a little beach and there's a little jungle, and love it. So, kind of talking about that, I think the theme is really there for me. I mean, I don't know how you make it more on point than you're going through the jungle to get treasures. You're literally moving your little meeple on a path through the jungle that you build to get to the temple. And then you get a prize when you get there. So, for me, I really feel like it's super fun and super on theme. I'm not lost. There's another game we have where it kind of has similar theme, and I feel like this one is stronger in that jungle, running through, getting
Yeah, it definitely feels like a race.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end, you're just counting the tiles left as to, oh, how close am I to finishing this route and getting to the temple.
Yeah, it's such a struggle for me because I'm just like, let's move, and I love to be the drawer because I love bingo, so for me I'm like pulling them out and I'm laying them down and I'm ready to go, and so I've had to learn that I just need to just take a minute and let others catch up. And sometimes this will bite me in the butt, especially when I play you, because if you guys go and watch or have watched our playthrough video of this, like, that video has gotta be the first time that Zach has beaten me in ages. And that's because that game just took off. We were just rushing, and if I had taken more time to think about my last 3 moves, I would have beat him, okay? So...
She claims. I think I watched it back. I don't know if she could have beat me.
Oh, whatever.
I think she's just making
He's
it up.
just really happy you won that game for once.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love it. I think most people can grasp how this game works. I think there's only one person who I know that still struggles with this game. I love you, Dad. You'll get it. I promise.
But yeah, I definitely like, for the whole race aspect, kind of building your own route out there, and kind of, even after the game, kind of looking at everyone's boards as to what routes they built or what they were kind of trying to do. Yeah. It seems like yours is always the most efficient. Some way, I don't know how. Kind of just luck out, I think.
I've tried a couple different strategies, which is rare for me because I'm normally like find something that works and stick to it. But I think I've started to see some other ways to go around this board, and I don't know why this game just tends to click in my brain a little bit easier than a lot of other games. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also interesting. You can there's 2 uses to the tiles where. Either lay them and add them to your board, or else you choose to move with them.
That's such a great idea. It was it's like genius. I love it.
Right, because there's sometimes where it's like, should I use this 3-pronged road to move? Because I could get to my temple then and score, the most points versus placing it where I could use it, but I don't necessarily need that one.
And that's such a challenge, too, because if you're like me, you want to use every opening available. You want to use every movement you can to get further in this game than your opponent. And so when you have to throw a three tile away and only use like 1 or 2 of the movement abilities on it, it's like, dang it.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so...
But,
so what's your final on it? Did you peek at mine?
I didn't see yours.
Okay.
I think my
I didn't see yours.
final rating of this would be probably a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's another great introduction game to teach new people, bring them into the hobby. It's a great family game. It's definitely a great one for 4 players. I know there's some where, once you start getting into the 4-player count, it can kind of slow the game down, but this one, with that bingo style, it still plays about
Yeah.
you probably have a higher likelihood of having a slower player, but
it's like
still,
20 minutes tops still.
Yeah, 20, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Kind of depending on who you're playing with, but
Yeah.
it's still a really quick game and definitely one that you can play multiple times in a row, and I think everyone enjoys doing that. From who I've played with,
Yeah, I put mine at an 8, so we're not too far off on this. And like I said, the theme is so great. I love playing this game. It's just fun to break out every now and again. I love that you have your own player board. For me, it's such a nice relief when I can just focus on my own board and not have to worry about what others are doing or how their actions are affecting me. And so I think it's a nice, breather game sometimes.
It seems easy for you to do that, but whenever I end up looking over at your board, it's like, oh my gosh, she's 2 moves away from winning, and I'm not even close.
That's because when we play other games, it's I don't know, you have the ability to see your moves in advance, and so that gives you a huge edge, and what you do affects me, and so you can plan for all these scenarios, and I just am zeroed in on one thing. There's only one, or there's 2 decisions I can make with this tile. What is it gonna be? So, the only thing about this game, the reason I rated it lower is because, like you said, you can play it many times in a row, but I think for me, and maybe it's just because we've played it so much, is that it's just, I don't want to play this more than once or twice in a row. Maybe 3 times if there needs to be a tiebreaker. And I don't know if it's because I get bored with it or because I'm good at it. It's I just wanna play it and have fun and kind of relax. But if you want to play it again and again and again, then I'm I don't.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. If you get a little deeper into the hobby, it's more one of those filler type games or a game that you bring out if you want a little bit of a relief from playing some heavier games for sure. And I think it's a perfect one for that.
Agreed. Yeah. I love this game. I'd recommend it to any new gamers out there. Yeah, I can't speak high enough of this game. It's so much fun. Thank you to our good friends for introducing it to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, go check out our other videos on Karuba. Let us know what you think of it. Are you in favor? Do you like the little crystals? The little gold? Are you like me? Gotta get that bling?
See you next time.
Bye, guys.